Hey guys, my name is Lauren Dragon Cook and I am the founder of Creative Boss Life. I wanted to, switch things up a little bit and I wanted to chat with you about something a little bit more personal that I think many of you need to hear because I feel like many of you are going through something similar. So I'm not obviously ashamed to talk about this. I'm not, I don't feel that way at all. It's just absolutely a time of change. And so I wanted to share that with you. So, hey, Erica. So I will be totally honest, I'm actually a little nervous to do this live today. And for those of you who know me you and have watched lives in the past, you know I've done about a bajillion of these things, but I'm a little intimidated today to share this one because it is my personal story and it is showing you a vulnerable side. So I just ask that you obviously, sit back, relax, listen. This is going to be relatively quick. But again, I felt very strongly like some of you needed to hear this. So that's why I'm even sharing this. So I really want to go rewind a little bit. And I want to share with you the moment that I realized I was doing business. I was acting as a business owner and a CEO, I was doing it all wrong. And it was actually pretty recently. For anyone that is new to our community, then you may not know that I actually have worked with wedding professionals now for the past 2 years. But before doing that, I ran a photography studio and I also owned my own wedding planning business. So I've done a lot of the creative gamut and a lot of that type of thing. But it dawned on me, I want to say early first of the year, that I was hiding. I was hiding behind my desk. I was hiding behind my work. I was staying busy just to avoid dealing with my own blocks and dealing with my own problems and dealing with things that one would think that don't affect your business, but they do. And they do in a really big way. And so when I had this realization and like this aha moment that I was like, oh my God, how many of us just like say, oh yeah, I'm good, I'm really busy, or you just work. Do I have any workers? Like, you know what I mean? You are always finding something else to work on in your business, right? But how often do we actually take a step back and see if that's really what needs to be worked on, right? I think that happens way fewer times than any of us would like to imagine or think about. Also I was done. Like I literally, like once I had that epiphany and like, oh my God moment, I was like, I am so done with trying to fit in and trying to fit the mold of what has been created, before me, or, what has been made before me, or, what the path to being a wedding planner or being a photographer or being, a mentor looks like. Screw all that. Like it's my turn. It's my turn to set the rules, right? So I realized that I had so much to offer the world, and I realized that I was in charge of my business in a whole new way. Like, does that make sense? I felt like I had been doing all of these things. Like, I've been an entrepreneur since 2009, early 2010. So I've been at this almost a decade. Like, that's a little scary to think about. But anyway, I've been doing this almost a decade. And so I felt like all I was doing was finding something else that needed to be worked on. Oh my God, I guess I need an email list now. Or, I never thought about having somebody optimize my website so that it ran faster, or maybe that's why I wasn't getting found. I felt like I was doing everything in my business and all of the things, and yet I wasn't seeing the results. Like, it wasn't matching my effort, my contribution, I guess, if you will, and energy wasn't being matched by what I was receiving. And again, this was a part of the aha moment. And Jen, it looks like you had, the same kind of like realization yourself, but I'm all done. Like, I was all done with shaming myself for, the days that I had super low energy, and, then the days that I had super high energy, but there was no in between. Like, I was done beating myself up about that too. There were a lot of things. There were a lot of aha moments. But when I kind of realized that, it took me up until this point, so 6 months or so, to actually feel comfortable in talking about it. So you can make major shifts and changes in your life, but that doesn't mean that it has all kind of integrated. Does that make sense? Has anyone else experienced something like this recently? Like, Jen, I love that you have. That makes me so happy. But this is also a major reason, and why I'm telling you all of this, and why it matters, is because this is a major reason why you no longer see wedding boss life on everything. Because I realized that what I was doing wasn't my path. It wasn't, I had taken a step back and I took stock of my life, and I knew that I needed to make changes in areas, but I wasn't sure where or how. And so everything now, it's kind of led up to that, right? And so one thing I definitely want to make mention is that if you are, in the Creative Boss community, whether it's on the Facebook page or whether it's in our private group, it doesn't matter. What I want to say at this point is that if you are looking solely for business advice, business strategy, that's it. Cut and dry. Straight up, this is for, wedding professionals only. I'm going to teach you how to do this, this, this. You're in the wrong place. Because this community, this space is no longer that. It has evolved. It has changed. And that's okay. And it's taken me a while to kind of embrace that, honestly, because I was so afraid of what other people would think of me and my business and whatever. You know what? At this point, screw it. That's kind of where I'm at. So I'm giving people an out that are looking for straight up business advice, okay? Because this is no longer that space. There are plenty of other free groups out there, and free communities or whatever that you can join. I'll even let you know what some of the good ones are if you want. But also, I'm taking back my power. Okay, I'm taking back my power. And one thing that I know I haven't been doing a lot of lately is showing you how I can help you. Showing you how I can show up and support you, because I haven't been able to show up myself. So with all of that being said, I'm pretty excited because there are going to be some major changes that are happening. And one of those is, not being afraid to talk about what I do best. And that is helping to integrate your blocks, integrate what's going on within you into your business, and vice versa, because they are not separate entities, guys. And have you ever noticed, if your business, you feel like you're doing all the things, right? You feel like are wearing all the friggin' hats, and you don't know what you're doing wrong because you're not getting clients, or you're not making money, or whatever it may be. The thing is, oftentimes, I would say like 90% of the time, it has nothing to do with the business itself. How many people actually talk about that though? How many people actually bring that up to the surface? How many people actually will sit there and show you exactly how to do that and integrate the two, right? That is where my gifts, that is where what I do comes into play. And I really truly feel like we are going to be changing the course, changing the direction of how businesses are run. They are no longer part of the dark ages when, everything is systematic and analytics and, all of that shit. No. We are humans. We are human beings. And as entrepreneurs, your personality flows through in your own business and in your own brand, right? So I'm going to begin shamelessly showing you how to integrate yourself more into your business. So that's why I wanted to hop on today. This is what I wanted to talk to you about. Because to be totally honest, guys, I had been floating for the last however many years. Like, yeah, I felt like I was, successful. I was making money. I had clients. They were happy. But I wasn't fulfilled. And I knew something was missing. And so fast forward to today, I'm showing people how to pinpoint that within themselves. I had a fantastic call with a client a couple days ago, and one of the things that she said to me that stuck out so much was that she had gone to guru number 1 and guru number 2 and guru number 3 to help with her marketing efforts and help getting her name out there and, getting found and having the right clients find her and all that fun stuff. But really, within a matter of 25 minutes, I think, I was able to pinpoint exactly what the real problem was. And it had nothing to do with her marketing efforts or her business ideas or her techniques or anything like that. When it all boiled down to was her self-worth. And that is a reflection in your business because whether or not you want to believe it, guys, energy is tied up in it. That is, everything is made of energy, right? Like we know this scientifically. Atoms are, energy. So to negate that you as a business owner are not a reflection of that in your business is ridiculous. And so I'm right now I feel like I'm opening the door to something so much greater and something so much bigger than the next course and the next webinar. And, it's like, oh my God, if I get one more friggin' email with someone trying to sell me something, I may kill them. Like, they do leave addresses at the bottom of their newsletters, right? Like, I don't have that much energy to go stalk them and, whatever. But oh my God, I can't do it anymore. It's too much. So with all that being said, with the client that I was working with a few days ago, and when she had that epiphany that, the problems in her business were a direct reflection of what was going on inside of her and past traumas and blocks and all of that stuff. And when I was able to pinpoint it, she had a major release. She was in tears. She was hysterical. It's not like I meant for that to happen. But then a couple days later, I got a message from her telling me how there's already movement happening in her business. How she's already gotten inquiries since we worked together just a few days ago. So what I'm trying to say, guys, is I'm taking off the mask. I'm stepping out from the desk. It's time to get real. So again, if you joined this page, this community, this group as under the impression of being a wedding professional, and that's exactly what the group was. That's what it started as, because I was hiding everything from myself. It is no longer just for wedding professionals, okay? It is more of a holistic approach to business. I'm going to show you and help you heal shit you've got going on that's been going on for years, and that is going to catapult the success of your business. So if this is something that you're like, oh my God, Lauren, where have you been all my life? I need this like right now. Then get in touch with me, because this is what I do. Like, this is what I do, guys. So whether it is you just need some clarity and, you need a little bit of advice, maybe you have a block that you don't even know what the hell it is, I can help you do that. I can help pinpoint that in one session. But if you're ready to make some changes and actually move stuff once and for all and heal stuff once and for all, then obviously one of my other packages is probably best for you. Okay? So I hope that this was helpful. I hope that this message resonates with those of you that needed to hear it, because so many of us hide in the shadows because we are hoping that nobody sees what we have been trying to deal with our whole lives, right? Like, does that make sense? Yeah, so what I would just ask you guys that are watching this, and that if it resonated with you, if it's a message that you yourself really desperately needed to hear, please share it. Please share it, because this is how our community has been growing. This is how the people that need to hear the messages that we deliver, this is how they have been finding us, guys. Half the time when they join the group and they're like, I ask, how did you find us? Half the time they don't even remember, because that's how it happens. So I can't thank you guys enough for watching the live version of this, watching the replay of this. And as always, if you have any questions with anything, you can always reach out. But it's about to get lit, and it's about to get real. And I hope that you guys stay along for the ride. And if not, I wish you nothing but the best and nothing but the most success possible. So yeah, happy Thursday. Bye.